of you who follow. I wanted to come and spend time here. I love being close to the water, and I have a great love for Puerto Vallarta. Shanji, Puerto Vallarta, nothing new, okay? In May 2019, I'm gonna break it down for you why. There's nothing new, the Shanji is going to PV. In May 2019, I was recognized by the Mayor Davalos here, for my commitment to this community that was continuing to grow. Later, I participated in a PV Strong, which is a fundraiser, a relief thing for the nightlife community in Puerto Vallarta, because so many people in this community have been hit so hard, and I have a great affection and love for this community. You can see that. It was posted online everywhere. In addition to that, I started my own RuPaul's Drag Race viewing party here before the pandemic started in late January, early February. So many girls were on the lineup in order to come down to Puerto Vallarta. I wanted them to experience this place that I have fallen in love with in Mexico. Such an LGBT-friendly and loving place for me, right? It's my happy place. In addition to that, I also have started different business ventures and investments in this particular community, and had started to co-executive produce a big festival called the Vallarta Heat Festival that was going to take place in May. Of course, we had to cancel or postpone it because of the pandemic. Okay, so Shangela, Puerto Vallarta, nothing new. So I wanted to travel down here. Now, I understand that in this time, listen, I'm just like everybody else, I understand. It is not recommended to travel at this time if you don't have to. However, for my own mental health and, my sanity, and just the fact I wanted to find an extra special part of joy. When we're working, we're intensely working, okay? So I needed to find some joy. I traveled. Now, it's not illegal to travel as long as you do it safely and responsibly. In order to travel, I was COVID tested. You can ask Bob and Eureka and anybody else associated with our show. When we were filming on set, we're COVID tested every day. Now, I don't know about but it's a COVID company that has to be hired. In order to do these responsible filmings, you have to be tested every morning. So doing testing, and you go back to your room and you lock in. Then you're free, and then you get a temperature check, and then you're able to go. It's a lot. But that's fine. So I was tested up until our last day of filming. After that, I was able to quarantine for 7 days with my family in Paris, Texas, which is the recommended thing. So you're supposed to quarantine before any international or any travel for 7 days. I was there with my small pod family. You saw my picture that we posted on Christmas. Some of y'all, that's right, I am still talking to travel on the planes, okay? So once I travel to Mexico, I am in large public areas. Of course, I have the mask on. The city has a requirement that you have to have masks on. When I go, if I'm gonna go to be close to the water, I'm usually at a beach club in a cabana. That cabana is spaced 6 feet from typically other cabanas in the top level private area where I go. Okay, so there I am sitting out, and when I eat, yes, I remove my mask. So if you see a picture, Shangela's eating, she ain't got no mask on. No, I don't. Okay, not in that moment. But I do support people being responsible. That being said, so many rumors were out about me being irresponsible, coming for a super spreader event. First of all, in order to not promote people to do what I wanted to do at the end of this year, I did not post anything. No posts, no promos, nada. I didn't say a peep about me traveling because I didn't want to encourage other people to do it if they were going to do it irresponsibly. Again, traveling is not illegal if you're doing it responsibly. Okay, so you look at my post. No posts, no promos. Also, I'm not performing. People are like, oh, she's going out, she's got to collect a check, she's performing it. No, I didn't even pack a drag bag, which actually made my traveling a little lighter, for the record. But no posted promos, no flyers, no performing, no supporting or encouraging other people to go to large events. I did none of that, okay? I'm not trying to excuse myself in any way. I understand I have made irresponsible decisions. There was a photo, and is a photo, potentially there could be another, of that got a lot of attention, and I want to talk to y'all about that as well. Okay, so let me go over here to the old gay photos and my thing. Okay, here's the photo. Booyah, there's Shangela is. Okay, bam, that was taken on Tuesday, December the 19th. Okay, sorry, Tuesday, December the 29th, where I was in the cabana upstairs, and two guys, a DJ for one of the parties that was happening. His name is Ben Baxton. He came upstairs. I know Ben. I have never met him in person. We've talked on Instagram or whatever before. He and his boyfriend came upstairs and said, "Oh my God, Shangela, just want to meet you in person and say hello." The kind of person I am, of course, you mean, I jump up from my meal. I'm like, "Hey, nice to meet you. Hi." He's like, "Can we get a photo?" I'm like, "Oh, sure." The man lives in France. Of course, let's take the photo, baby. Now, I'm there in my little swim trunks because I was laid out, you know. We take a photo. I take a photo with he and his boyfriend. My fault. I did not put on my mask in order to greet him, and I did not put on my mask to take that photo. Okay? That was irresponsible. And if that photo suggested to anyone that I am not wearing a mask, I mean, those of you who know me, have not followed me just in one photo my entire life. You followed me either my career or over a lifetime. You know me. Bitch, I have a mask on. I sell sanitizer, hand sanitizer spray, which I sat in my house and worked with a company to develop because I wanted to encourage people to find a way to feel safer and more sanitized in this world. And that's during the guy's gonna post the photo. It got posted. That's fine. It's not his fault. You know, it's my fault. I took the photo and I did not reach and grab my mask. I'm sorry, okay? If that photo represents something that I don't generally represent and who I am. That photo ended up getting picked up, boom, boom, bam, 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 bam. All these people were like, "Shangela, you're irresponsible, you're disrespectful, you die, like, how dare you, you're putting your granny at risk, my granny at risk." One, it showcased to people that I had traveled to Mexico. Two, it showcased to people that I was not wearing a mask and taking a photo. So, I know that was wrong, and I apologize. In addition to that, I started seeing just this barrage of like insults and tweets, and I just logged off. I was like, I'm not gonna engage. I'm not gonna respond to everyone. I'm not gonna go through here and try and block people or like fight with them online. Girl, that's just not me, okay? But I don't want that to be representative that I'm trying to run or hide from the situation. I always take situations face on. And again, I apologize. And the people that I interacted with also, you know, said that they had done the same guidelines that I had with regard to either quarantining or being tested. Oh, of course, I was tested before I came here as well. Now, that being said, in order to travel safely, in addition to wearing masks and using sanitizer, and in order to even get into that beach club that I was in, you have to have your temperature checked as well as wear a mask to get in, and you have to use hand sanitizer, okay? But I could sit here and explain this to y'all all day long. And there's always going to be someone that says, "You're lying. That's not what happened. How dare you? You're still a liar." And I guess not since really season 3 of Drag Race have I really gotten so many people like just being downright mean and rude to me. And I feel for girls that come off of Drag Race and have that experience because it doesn't feel good at all. It ruined my new year. But you know what? That doesn't matter. Myself mentally. Not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to agree with you. Not everyone's going to support you. I appreciate the love always. And I try to do that in my life. Share love, give joy, make people laugh, make people smile. And when I was under that kind of fire and it wasn't, I'm like, how would they think that I really would want to go out here and just completely ignore everything that we've been going through and the lives that have been lost? Why would people think that about me? But I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot of people online, okay, especially online, that mask themselves as experts or journalists, and they are nothing of the sort. Okay, in the words of New York, they are nothing of the sort, okay? They're not journalists. They are gossip bloggers, okay? Not journalists. They're gossip bloggers who are looking for clout, who are looking for things like clicks, likes, what are they called? Clicks, likes, clout, all of it. That's what they want. They want your views, clicks, likes, and clout. That's what they're looking for, baby. Clicks, views, likes, and clout. And if y'all haven't run into them yet, you will. Whether it's even in your personal life. You may be going to school one day, back when folks can go to school. And you may be sitting there and people will talk about you and they will dog walk you. They will trash you. They will lie on you and give a lot of misinformation about you. And they will call themselves experts. They will say they know what's going on and they are nothing of the sort. Do you hear me? Absolutely nothing. You keep your head up. You keep pushing forward and remember who you are. I know who I am. I'm a person who has had good intentions pre-pandemic, during pandemic, and will continue to have those good intentions post-pandemic. okay? And for those who want to drag my name through the mud, I mean, you do what you gotta do, boo. That's never been something that I've wanted to engage in. Especially though, it really does bother me, and I don't know if y'all have ever done this, when you expect someone as your homegirl or your friend or just a fellow queen in your gig and they start trashing you and you like, bitch, you got my number. Why didn't you call me? You are so concerned about what you think that I'm doing. Why didn't you call me? There were two girls. Now, people who know me, my best friends, they're like, girl, I didn't have to call you. I knew that's not who you are. I know that's not what you represent. Two people that did call me. Shaquita called me from New York, so directly from New York, and Bianca called me and said, girl, what's going on? And I was able to explain, and ta-da, done. I knew you. It was no big deal. But it just is, it's very shocking. But I'm not going to mention them by name. You know who they are. But I don't have to mention them by name because those girls are looking for clicks, bait. They're looking to bait someone. They're looking to be involved in a conversation. That's why you'll see people make a tweet and then someone comments on the tweet. And those are your experts? Those girls? And what I like to ask people, since you said this is things that I do, and just as a test, yesterday I went live for like 12 seconds on Instagram with a friend of mine, right? We're laying in a cabana. We're far from everyone. No one around. No one. Just at the beach. No one around. Do you know that that video got picked up and reshared by these journalists and reshared and posted and all of that? They're saying, oh, this is what I'm doing. That from a 12-second video that I didn't even barely say anything in at all. And they reposted it. However, 2 days prior to that, I hooked up with an organization I've been working with prior to coming down here to Puerto Vallarta. It's a local organization that helps people feed the queens. With Feed the Queens, we've fundraised $100,000. Thank you all for those of you that donated as well. $100,000. We gave every cent of that with the Actors Fund to out-of-work drag entertainers in the United States. That's 250 people that received a $400 gift card to go to the grocery store with in order to fight hunger during the pandemic. That's what I helped to do. These so-called experts, these girls, these queens, these folks that are commenting, going, blah, 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 what have you done for me lately? And by me, I mean our community. I would love to see them pick up the fact that I worked with Ayudemos y Ayudar, an organization where I donated out of my pocket 100,000 Mexican pesos, which is like $5,000. But I went specifically to the supermercado. I packed 400 bags of groceries that each cost about 240 pesos each. Each bag of groceries I helped to pack with volunteers, and then we went to some of the hardest hit neighborhoods in Puerto Vallarta and handed those things out. Now I'm going to show you. I didn't need to post it. I don't have to post everything I'm doing to help out our communities because I have